Coach, just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here we go. Six. What do you need?
Tighten up.
Get hot.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
11. I got this.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got him in. It's Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
21.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Hey, gun. Go ahead.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. Open man is Cameron Batson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt.
And now Garoppolo lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
But you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
65.
Single.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. That's going to be an intriguing matchup to continue to watch. You don't get in the playoffs without having a good guy to cover out wide. If they want to move on, get in the championship, then the Super Bowl, he's going to have to be big in this one.
And this is not basketball where you're worried about your star getting fouls and getting in trouble, maybe not playing as much. You take your number one guy, put it on their number one guy, and try and limit their offense.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Here we go.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Henry running right. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. 23 yards for the touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 24. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a second and long after the holding call. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. These two teams all tied after 1.
Here we go, here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Number 16's coming.
Hey, gun.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
21.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Now he'll escape to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
We got double up. Pilot, 64, weak.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
First down, Bills.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
218.
A 1st down carry for Henry. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, check back 6.
I got you.
Check pass.
From the 27, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Check 3.
On third down, Grant. And some room to roam now. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Grant, 34 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And oh, he leaped over him. And a little bit of daylight. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills get a bit closer. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
It's a big run there by Henry. 72 yards.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. They set up the screen for Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big play there just before halftime. Give him 55 yards on the ground.
He's checking, he's checking.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 19-yard line.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 35-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And Isabella was the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Henry. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bills cut into that lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. A throw over the middle, taken in. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And it's taken in at the 9. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a handoff looking right. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Let's get this ball back.
Murray now on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Now they try the right side here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Sets to throw on 4th. And this is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Grant. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They will run with Grant. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield. So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
To throw on third down. Murray. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a handoff working right. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw is Murray. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets them back for 2nd down. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Murray with a 3rd and long. Able to find Isabella. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off Byron Jones.
Intercepted. Byron Jones on the coverage.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes.